All right, we're taking a closer look at a trend that's all over TikTok and Instagram. You can't avoid it. Elaborate skincare routines among teenage girls. At first glance, it might look harmless, but could these routines actually be something more dangerous? Well, a study published Monday in the journal Pediatrics examined 100 TikTok videos created by users aged 7 through 18. It found that these content creators use an average of 6 skincare products at once, with the average total cost adding up to $168 per month. And as summer gets underway, just over 1/4 of the products reviewed in these videos contain sunscreen. Researchers also noted racially coded language emphasizing both brighter and lighter skin. And CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder joins us now. She's also an editor-at-large for public health at KFF Health News. So, Celine, tell me, why do girls post these long, detailed skincare routines online, and some boys?
These routines are really a way for girls to manage their anxiety, to assert control, and to seek validation in a world where they're constantly being looked at under the microscope of social media. And you could think of these routines as a self-worth report card, or what the author Jonathan Haidt in his book, The Anxious Generation, calls the prestige economy.
Yeah, it's really something that even as someone who's not particularly into the, long skincare routines, they show up on my feed even. Now, is this behavior really a coping mechanism, or is it just a fad or part of something bigger?
Well, we know that teens today, especially girls, are experiencing record levels of anxiety and depression. We know from previous research, Instagram, for example, has been driving this trend, as is TikTok. There are a lot of parallels there. And what these girls are doing is it's not just about caring for their skin. It's really about curating their identity for social media.
Yeah, well, if parents do notice that they have a child who's doing this, what can they do?
It's really not about accusing them or calling out the behavior. The approach should really be about asking open-ended questions, understanding a little bit where they're coming from, keeping tabs perhaps more on their social media use. And then, by the way, just in terms of the skincare routines and the risks of those, I think the key point is sunscreen is the most important thing anybody can use at any age. And as a parent, making sure that your kids are doing that.
All right, so I'm going to take a hard turn from TikTok and skincare to other news of the day at the White House. In other health-related news, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy has removed all members of the CDC panel that makes vaccine recommendations. How concerning is this to you as a doctor, and what does it tell you about the way that health policy is shifting in the U.S.?
This is really unprecedented. These decisions in the past have been nonpartisan, not political, made by scientific experts, really boring process normally. And the fact that we're seeing the entire slate of advisors being eliminated all at once, and this is even as we're hearing rumors that the information being presented or to be presented at these committee meetings will be reviewed by the Secretary of Health and Human Services before even deciding whether they can present the data. So really censoring at each step of the way. That is very concerning. Yeah,
it's Dr. Celine Gounder covering a wide range of issues on the medical beat. Doctor, we appreciate your time. Thank you.